That's what I used to love about Raymond. He knew I had the panicness up upon my face. He could tell all up in here that it looked like it was something serious going on. So he like, yeah, go handle that. And I'm like, yeah. So I go across the street, right? I go across the street to get on my block. So as I get on my block and I'm walking a couple of houses down, I see Nikki, and she got her friends walking with her. So she's coming towards my way. So I'm like, oh my God. But I'm trying to still play it cool. It's to the point that it's like, I don't care. I need to get home. So she comes up closer. She like, hey, Roshan. So I'm like, don't call me that. She like, but that's your name. I'm like, call me Rody Dody. She like, anyway, Rody Dody, you read my note? So I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I read your note. Okay, so you want to talk? I'm like, talk about what? About what was on the note. And I'm like, I got to get home. She like, is everything okay? I'm like, yeah, everything okay. I'm like, I'm going to write you back. Right? I was saying whatever at the time just to get out her face. She like, all right, I'm on my way to the candy store. You want something? You want the blue bubble balloons? I used to call them bubble balloons. Like, it's like 5-cent candy. You can open it up and put it in your mouth. And when you bite it, it's like gushy. It was something like Gushers, but not really. But it was bubble gum. So she like, you want your favorite candy? I'm like, what, the bubble balloons? And she was like, yeah. I'm like, no, I'm good. So she like, okay. Boom, I walk off. Now I'm walking. I don't care how I'm walking. I'm not even securing Caleb's bag at this moment. Like, his bag is like doing a dance. His feet doing a dance inside the bag. I get close to the door. Immediately, it was like my brain told my body to shut down. Literally, my brain told my whole entire body to shut down. I locked up right in front of Miss Smith's house. Mind you, I'm next door to Miss Smith's house. I lock up. I can feel the adrenaline. I can feel that I'm nervous. I can feel it. So I'm like, I was starting to think about what was going to be said, how it was going to be said, so I could play it in my head. But I knew that I needed to get ready and embrace myself. So I'm like, so then now I'm getting closer and closer, like up on my porch. I'm walking. I'm like, okay, because I don't know what's going to play out. I don't know how things going to roll. I don't know what's going to happen because we got my Thea in there, we got my mom's in there, we got my Nana in there, and now we got Charetta in there, and Marky wherever he's at. I don't know what happened with Marky. I don't know what's going. Like, I'm going to this mug blindfolded. I don't know. Listen, I don't know what's about to transpire, but I need to be prepared, and I'm not made out of bulletproof vests, so it's like I better be ready to catch it. So boom, I put my key in. Open up that special, the special door that's in front of the actual door. Then I open the door. You hear front door now opening, and then you hear back as I'm walking in. I lay my eyes on Charetta. She was sitting in the living room. I lay my eyes on her, but before we could get to even talk, you hear back door now opening. It's my mom. She's like, oh, there you go. I'm like, yeah, I walked home. She like, what is wrong with you? Why you acting jittery? I don't like that because they give me the fidgeties. I don't want to be fidgeting. I'm like, nothing. I was like, I ran. She like, I could tell something ain't right. Give me Boo Man's food. Thank you for reminding you. Put some extra in there because your Nana probably asked for something. I'm like, yeah, I put. She like, you sound like a broken record player. I'm like, yes, I'm okay. So I'm like, Mom, let me. So she like, what is wrong with you? So I put my arm around. She like, what is wrong? You got germs on your arm. I'm like, how long she been here? It's like almost since you left. I'm like, but why? I don't know, Roshan. That is your friend, not mine. That guy's, I don't know. I like the girl that's here. What to find out? So it's like, all right. Here go Caleb food. So as I'm giving her Caleb food, she looks, she say, Roshan. And she's looking at the bag. I'm like, huh? She like, the bag. When I say all the barbecue sauce, the special sauce that was on the ribs, the rib tips, it was like spilling into the bag. So it looked messy. So my mom was heated right off back because she's a Leo. Like Leos, I don't know if you got a Leo in your life, but they're very much so, they don't like stuff on their hands. They're very cleany. They're very clean. They're very anal about certain stuff. They like things a certain way. And one of the things they don't like is to be messy. They are clean until you can't clean no more. And it gotta be their way. Not your way. Their way. So she put on little gloves and she opened up the bag and then she took the tray out. So I'm sitting there. She like, go grab one of Boo Man's pop. I'm gonna make him pop with ice with his favorite straw. Now he used to like this straw that when you drink out of it, it changed the color as you drink it. So I go upstairs, I grab his pop, boom, I run downstairs. Mind you, I'm still nervous. I don't know why Charetta is here. So you hear back door now opening as I'm like watching my mom preparing Caleb's plate. And it's Pumpkin. She like, I gotta go to the bathroom, sis. So my mom like, you can go up there, use mine. So I was like, okay, mom not making her use the basement one. The basement one was still nice, but it was like, that was because she didn't want you to put your posterior on her seat in the bathroom. You go down there where everybody else put their posterior at. She cleaned the bathroom, but at the same token, it was still built a little different. So I was still shocked. So I'm like, how's everything going? She like, I want them to go. I want them to get out my house. I just talked to her and told her about Mark. And then next thing you know, she's here with Pumpkin. I'm not even ready. I like to be alone. I don't know why she didn't let me know that. I'm gonna cuss her out. When I get her alone, I'm gonna cuss my mama out. So in my mind, I'm like, I could never cuss my mama out. Let me even make a face expression. She ready to pop off like a zit. So boom, my mom finished preparing Caleb's stuff. She got his little napkins, his fork and stuff. He got the fries. I ended up getting them fries. The tips my mama made my nana a little small bowl or whatever. And so my mom went upstairs, gave it to Caleb. She was up there a little minute. Now I'm still in the kitchen. I'm scared to go in the living room. I'm still in the kitchen, y'all. I'm scared to go in the living room. I'm not gonna hold you. My family in my pocket. So while I look, it's Brianna. I haven't talked to Brianna in a while. It's been a while. So I was kind of shocked, like, whoa. So I pick up the phone and I start going upstairs. I'm like, hello, but I'm not in my room. I'm just upstairs, like where I could kind of like have some distance so Charetta can't hear me. So I'm like, hello. She like, hey. I'm like, oh, what's up? She was like, I was thinking about you, so I decided to call you. I'm like, I thought you was never gonna call me again. She was like, yeah, but I'm over it. What you guys doing tomorrow? You know, it's Sunday. And how's the new excuse? She's just trying to catch up, but she comfortable. So I'm like, hey, let me call you back. I got to get a shower. She like, you are not going to call me back. I'm like, I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you back. She like, okay, see ya. Boom. Hung up. My mama comes out of Caleb's room. My aunt Tita, she's already downstairs waiting on my mom. Right? She walk past me and everything, didn't say nothing. She's already in the kitchen waiting on my mom. My mom, she like, wait, I need to hear mama. Come here. So I'm like, so I go in my mom's room. She shuts the door. She like, I need to hit my placky real quick, hit my reefer. So boom, now she was smoking at the time loud and cush, but she called it reefer and it used to throw me off. Cause it's like, nah, that's not Reggie. That's not Reginald. You feel me? That's good. Like, and it had the skunky, like the peat, like it, I don't know, strong, like skunk peat. Like it was just strong. So she hit her joint. She like, oh my God, I gotta deal with this lady for some days. So I'm just sitting there like, she like, now what's going on with the Charetta girl? So I'm like, I don't know. And I'm like, I was calling her when I was on my way. She never picked up. She like, she seemed fine to me. She said she was going to wait. I asked her, did she want to wait or come back? She said she'll wait. So I put on the TV for her. I ended up giving her some snacks if she needed something. I told her to help herself in the kitchen. And my man, I'm like, huh? Because that ain't like you. Because every day that my mom get up, she sanitized her refrigerator in and out. And when you hold the rail to open it, my mom is, when I say in and out cabinets, making us, like my mom didn't play that. So I was like shocked, like, whoa, she at another level. So boom, we goes out my mom room. We all split up here. Back door now opening. My tia, my auntie, she went out there and my mom, they gone, right? So now it's just me. So I go in the living room. So she like, hey, I'm like, why are you here? Now I'm standing up. I'm in the living room, but I'm like, you got the table right there, and then you got her sitting there. So like the table's in the middle of us, but I'm standing over there kind of by the fish tank. And so I'm like turning around trying to stay busy because low key, I don't know what to say. So I'm feeding the piranha and stuff in the tank or whatever. So she paused. Like, this how comfortable she was. She paused. We have a satellite dish at our house with all channels, every single channel. She paused it. Boop. So I'm like, why you here? She was like, I was coming to see you because you was mad. I'm like, but you already showed that you didn't care. Like, you walk, like me seeing you like, yeah, you go. And your mama was like, I could get you ready. You still like, no. He was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, leave. Like, that kind of hurted me. That was a salty move. That's what I was saying in my head. So I'm like, you wanted to be with, what's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. Jason. She like, I had him before. I don't care about him. I'm like, okay. I'm like, so why you here? She like, first, me meeting you, we was cool. You end up cooking for me. I end up cooking for you. You threw my plate away. You did. So she just like giving me the rundown. So I'm just standing there like, so why are you here? My Nana is here. I'm scared already. So I'm like, but why you here? She was like, is it a problem for me to be here? I'm like, I mean, yeah, I wasn't here. Well, your mama asked me, do I want to wait or do I want to go? So I chose to wait. I'm like, okay, so you waited. I'm here. What's up? So I just think it's funny because where you was at, I was like, huh? She was like, where you was at? So she stood up, right? And she started approaching me, like walking up close to me. So I'm like, I put the piranha food down and put it on top of the fish tank. So I'm like, what? She like, where you was at? I'm like, wait, right now? She like, yeah, right now. I'm like, upstairs with my mom. No, when I called you, I'm like, I was at my old boss' birthday party. She like, but you was late coming to see me swim. I'm like, listen, I don't even understand why I gotta explain it. She like, because it matters. I'm like, but why it matters? She like, because I was looking forward to you. You've been saying the whole week. I didn't miss your basketball game. Ooh, I'm like, yeah, but you was in the stands with Jason. Like, hello? Like, am I bad? I'm like, is she trying to play me for a fool? Like, because that's what I felt like. Like, okay, I'm going to let you. But me, I'm the type that play dumb. Like, all right, I'm going to let you, whatever. Believe. Like, I'm going to let you think you get one over. I know everything you doing. I know everything you doing. Like, you can't fool me. Like, even if you say you going here, I know if you're going to go see your other little boo. Like, I don't, look, because I can feel it in my soul if you doing something you should be doing. So I'm just looking like, she gotta like him still. It's something there. So I'm like, look, I was at my old boss's birthday party because they asked me. They've been asking me since around the time you asked me to come to swim thing. I didn't trip when I saw Jason. I just thought that I should leave because I didn't want to step on nobody's toes. She said, who toes you stepping on though, Roshan? I'm like, no one's toes. That's the point. I'm trying not to. She like, no, look at me. I'm like, don't do that. Don't. She like, see, why you act like that? I'm like, why are you acting like that? You don't want showing up here. I don't show up at your house like that. She like, so you don't want me to come over? I'm like, I'm not saying that. At least let me know. I called you. You didn't pick up. She was like, I was mad because I heard a background. It sounded like you were at like somebody's party. And I'm like, you couldn't even make. I'm like, I'm sorry. Marky got in trouble. My mama had me riding with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was nothing I could do. Sorry, it was nothing I could do. What do you want? Like, it was nothing I could do. So I'm like, you know what? You act like you care. She like, what? I'm like, you act like you my girlfriend. And so she like, no, I don't. I'm like, yes, you do. She like, how is that? And so she go in her back pocket and she started putting on the lip gloss. So I'm like, immediately, everything I was feeling went out the window because it was like, first off, to have nice pink lips. Look, I'm a lip person and I love hair. I love skin complexion and I love eyes. Those are my go-to things when I'm looking at someone. And plus I love a nice round, You know what I'm saying? But when the first thing I'm looking at complexion, I'm looking at hair, like complexion as in like how smooth your skin is, what you looking like your hair length, like, and lips. Cause the lips gonna tell me everything, you know, if you a smoker, if you're not a smoker, like your lips, like I'm a lip person, but I never was a kisser. Like then as a teenager, I was never a kisser. Like people would kiss me, like, and I probably try to kiss them back, but I was never a kisser. So it was just like when she applied that lip gloss on, I'm like, I want to grab her so bad. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna kick it up a notch. I'm gonna bring the bad boy out, like, cause she ain't just finna think she gonna run it. So I'm like, you acting like you my girlfriend? She like, no, I'm not. She like, how? Right? So I'm like, because you come way over here, you mad because I'm out. I'm like, you mad because I leave? And she say, but you say I like Jason. I'm like, you can like Jason and like me at the same time. She like, I don't do that. I'm not a, right? So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, come here. She like, no. So I grabbed her. I grabbed her by the arm. Brought her upstairs to my room. I'm dragging her up the stairs. So I shut my door. I'm like, now what you say? She like, what? But she calm. Like her energy was giving like, don't touch me. So I'm like, what you say? So she like, what? So I'm like, no, what you say? She like, about what? I'm like, so you're not acting like you're my girlfriend? She like, no. So I grabbed her by her hips. And when I grabbed her by her hips and brought her close to me, she grabbed my wrist. And she kind of like forced herself to move. And I'm like, stop. I'm like, so, oh, really? You want me to let you go? She like, yes.